Well, Nathan, thanks for having a quick chat with us today. Game 3 of the first split for the OPL of this year is this weekend, but it's the first weekend we're going to see the full lineup for the Bombers.
Yeah, no, that's right. We have Sleeping returning in the top lane and Luch returning in the mid lane. They've both served a two-match suspension and they're coming back this week. So this will be pretty much the first time we've been able to showcase our roster at its full strength, and we're definitely looking forward to it. Obviously, we're up against Direwolves and they are the reigning premiers of the league. So it's definitely going to be a great test on our roster and exactly where they stand in the league. Obviously, a lot of people have been writing us off, but with our full strength roster back in the side, we think we have a very good shot.
Definitely exciting, and there were a couple of guys that we should acknowledge that helped out the team during the first couple of games. So you want to give those guys a quick shout out?
Yeah, Aaron Choo-Choo's Bland has been great, and Bushy Boo Boo, they've both been excellent fill-ins for us over the last 2 weeks, and they've been absolute professionals, and a big thank you to them for filling in.
So you mentioned Luch and Sleeping are coming back this weekend. Sleeping's one of our international imports, I guess, for lack of a better word. What have Sleeping and also Tiger, who's from France, what have they been able to bring that's maybe been a little bit different and contribute to the squad?
Yeah, so they're both from Europe, and Europe definitely have a different play style to the Oceanic region, and we've been able to learn a lot from them and their experiences. We're also still working with their previous coach, who's still in Europe, and they've been watching some of our scrims and giving feedback on different areas that we can still improve on in our team, and we think that's going to pay dividends throughout the rest of the season, because it's definitely a different style of what other teams play.
And overall, how do you feel that the squad has been gelling together?
Yeah, so outside of the game, it's been excellent. These guys have fit in really well with the Australian culture. We've got a great bunch of guys already. Like obviously 3 players came over from last season and have signed on, and those are really our core 3 guys. And they're a blast to be around. And Christian and Alan absolutely love being here. And that's great. That was one of the things I was personally worried about with the could they adapt to the Australian culture, and even just the heat being the big one. But then also in game, the communication is really good. There's still areas we need to work on, but they've been gelling really well. Like I said, still a few areas we need to work on overall as a team, just like any other team, but it's progressing really well.
And the Bombers, we're bucking the trend a little bit in terms of the players are living together, but they're training here at the club, out here at the Essendon Football Club. How are they finding that, working and living in different spaces, which might be different to what they've been used to?
Yeah, no, it's absolutely fantastic. One of the things that many other teams struggle with, and we did last year as well, was having that work and play space being the exact same environment. And it's really tough to sort of change a player's mindset from, okay, we're working really hard, and then next, an hour later, they're playing and mucking around, and then, they might go back to working again half an hour later. And anyone who works from home will know the exact same thing. It's a hard mental area to break through, and obviously Essendon's provided us with the facilities at the hangar, and it's been fantastic. The guys absolutely love it. Having that mindset of just pure work when they get here has made our discussions and scrims a lot higher quality.
Awesome. So Direwolves this weekend on Sunday, they're the reigning champs from the last 2 splits. We touched on them a little bit earlier. What are we expecting from them this weekend? Yeah,
well, Direwolves are also getting back their jungler Schönfire, who also served a 2-week suspension, and they love to play around Schönfire. So we're definitely fully aware of that, and obviously we played against Direwolves in the past, and we have a very good understanding of what to expect. It will definitely be a tough challenge, but we're just looking forward to be able to test our team against one of the very best teams in the league.
Awesome, man. Well, all the best for the weekend, and I'm sure we'll catch up with you again pretty soon.
Thank you very much.